All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Forge Coffee Break. This is the episode number 39 already. And we are also on the Accelerator week. And I don't know how to say the name of the accelerator. Can you help me?
Mohenjo-daro.
Mohenjo-daro. Yeah.
I'd
So,
learn after like many tries.
okay, cool. Thank you. And welcome. And I think we have some people from the Accelerator here. Do we have anyone? I suppose we do.
I don't see anyone yet, but they should be joining soon.
And the coffee break is really open forum, and it's really about talking about what we're doing, projects, ideas, what we're doing the projects you have. And as usual, let me start with you. If you have any questions, any topics that you wanna bring up or bring questions, something that you're working with.
Maybe I will be first, always the first.
Go ahead, Joko.
But okay.
Welcome and Happy New Year. Did you join the other one, the first one of the year? I'm
Yes,
trying
this
to
is the
remember.
first joint this year. Yes, I
This
missed.
no, this is the second of the year. We had one
Yes.
on the second week of January. But yeah, go ahead. What's up? What's
I will
going on?
share my screen. This is a small issue,
Yeah, sure.
but it is related with API. Maybe will. This is screen two. No, screen two is. Which one you see? No, that is the wrong one.
We're looking at your Outlook.
We are
Yes.
not allowed to. We are going to move this up
Such
and
a
here.
clean mail.
Yeah, impressive.
So this is the issue. G activity version async. Little misspelling. It is DLL library, dynamic lake library for the Forge, and maybe that is not issue, but English is not my first language, native language, so I'm using that IntelliSense, and I'll try to type get activity. There is no get activity with version because I should type G activity.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it is it difficult to correct, or maybe to put in the documentation some notice about that for someone who try to use this API endpoint.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to get the source code here, and where is it? Design.
Well, it is here in the Assembly Forge Design Automation. Namespace HTTP.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to get the source code. And you're saying that the get activity, right? Get activity. And you're saying that it's get activity. Which, okay. All right, so get activity. I have get activity. Yeah. Okay. So in general, we'll definitely fix that. Can I share again, or are you sharing something else?
Oh, okay. I will stop sharing.
Take the chance to also explain a bit, right? So the source code for the SDKs are on our Autodesk Forge repository, and that's the design automation SDK. Right. So in general, you can see the source code here if you want. And as usual, if you see any issue with anything on Forge, you can always report to us. But specifically, if there is a sample, you can. We're going to fix this one, right? But in general, if you have any kind of issue for everyone, right, you can just say create a new issue. I have to sign in, but you create a new issue and just report what you're seeing that is not working as expected, typo, anything. Right?
Okay.
And from what you are saying, it should be inside the design automation source, and I suspect inside the module, right?
Activities API.
Oh, it's under the API.
HTTP go here about the. I think that it's in.
That one. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is in here. So yeah, okay. That said, in general, you can always report an issue to us, and it's just go to the SDKs, and this specific one we're talking about, the design automation one, but all the SDKs are here. You can also fork and submit PRs if you want. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Najelko. We're definitely going to review this one.
I have want to get some guidance for the project I'm working on Forge.
ahead.
Can I say? Okay.
Yeah.
First, what I did is I just learned from you guys what you did. So let me share my screen to show you what it looked like. So, do you see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, so I create these icons. The icons are connected to the AutoCAD application. I learn a lot from Ken, which I usually look his website and learn all those things, even if I have a lot of questions. But for what I did is, I want dynamically that drawing has to be converted into Forge so that the user can see the Forge features. So dynamic in here, finally, when you choose a product, at this level, the drawing is ready. So when the user clicks this icon, I want the drawing to go to my Forge application and dynamically convert it so that they can see the installation guide, all those things. From here, you see only the image part, but with some AutoCAD application, they can insert these images and build workstation. So the workstation is in a 3D drawing form. From that, I want to push that things to Forge so that they can see the installation guide and all Forge features. So how I'm going to do that thing?
Okay, so you are building some sort of catalog, right? That when you click on the image, you want to view that chair, or you want to position that chair on a room.
Okay, this image will guide, because currently I didn't connect it to these things to AutoCAD, because the image has connected to AutoCAD. So through that AutoCAD, they can build application, they can build workstations. Let's say that there is a chair and there is also a table in here. There is different type of things so that they can build workstations. If they build workstation, let me show you one workstation, what the image look like, Okay, this one. Okay. So I don't know, it's an image, it's a little bit fuzzy, but this is built in a 3D drawing form.
Okay.
Now, and this, when it is built, it has AutoCAD drawing. Now from this AutoCAD drawing, I want to push it to Forge so that I can see it with Forge features. And this is going to be dynamically is working, because if I switch to another product and if the user wants to see that Forge and I want to show that.
Okay, so let me see if I understand. I'm trying to, let's say you have a catalog with tables, chairs, and all that stuff. And then you select 3 chairs, 2 different kind of tables, and what you want to have as an output, it's the full, let's say, 3D model that includes the ones that you selected. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. So probably using something like, and you said that all of them are AutoCAD drawings, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so probably using something like design automation in order to put together all the different models itself, and then just bring it over to Forge could be one way to approach it.
I'm picking the snap sample you have, Jaime.
Yeah, so I'm actually thinking the one of the room configurator, but the room configurator basically uses Revit families, right? But the same approach kind of like works in this way. But yeah, I think
after translation, the model should be the same, right? Yeah, I'm thinking that.
But I don't think he wants to show, let's say, an empty room, or maybe he does once he hears this, an empty room, and then you can select from a catalog. All right, I want the iron chair, I want the red chair, and I want these two tables to be brought up together into this floor, kind of like floor space. But if he's doing everything with AutoCAD, what I will think, in order to not have like the experience itself can be very simple by just selecting the ones that you want to like bring into the 3D environment. But once you have all this selected, you already know each one of them is connected to a specific AutoCAD drawing, right? So you can go through design automation in order to build this new DWG that it will basically include all the different parts of it, and then just translate it into SBF to be looked into the viewer itself. But I'm trying to like, yeah.
My approach was I was trying to learn from Ken using the palette, and within that palette to push it to Forge.
Palette, do you have the blog post you're talking about, or the sample you're talking about?
No, but because I give the user the plugin that has a palette, and then and then after they build it, so that they can push it to.
Oh, you want to build on a desktop and then push the cloud for sharing.
Yeah, because it is on a user's computer. It's not an individual work. Because what I did is when I give this one to dealers throughout the world, each dealer is going to use their own AutoCAD, their own computer, but the Forge is on the cloud because they log into my application. And that is the approach I'm thinking.
Sure. Okay. So there are 3 steps here, right? So first you have a plugin running on your AutoCAD desktop, and you have a palette inside AutoCAD that you drag and drop to build the workstation. Once that is done, you want to finish building up that drawing and push to the cloud so you can share that with others via browser. Am I saying this right?
Yeah, but now the point is how I'm going to build the Forge on the cloud.
Of course. I'm just trying to see if the process is fine. Then we decide which APIs to use, right? So is that what you want to do, right? So a desktop.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay,
From
sure.
desktop, they will push it to the Forge.
Okay. So do you have your desktop plugin working? Or do you need help with that as well?
Oh, I need some help. I have some hiccups on that part. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So can I share my screen for a moment? Because then what I would suggest you is to use the tutorial we have. I'm not sure if you've done this before. You have to stop sharing for a moment so I can show you. All right, so let me share here. And I'm not sure if you've seen this tutorial before, but no, just in case. This tutorial here, that's what you're looking for.
That's the one I start with, yeah.
Yes.
I go through with that many times.
Yes, so that's the one you need, right, to view your models. And you don't need design automation because you're running your plugin locally. But you need to upload from your desktop application. So you build locally and then you publish to Forge for translation. So you just need from here on, right? You need to upload your model, translate and view, right? Probably what you need to describe better is how you connect one individual user on your desktop to the user on the cloud, because otherwise you're going to share with everyone.
No, they have to log in to my application.
Okay, so you have a login system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking because that's going way too deep, right? You have to now. This definitely works. You just have to think about the tiny things, right? So we are going to upload to this bucket, translate this way. Can we have a session just with you so you can discuss in details what you want to do? Because we can definitely go through all the APIs you need to call, but it's very specific now.
Okay, can I send my information to you, or how I'm going
yes
to reach you?
So I would suggest you to get some time with us. So you go to forge.autodesk.com, community events, and you scroll down. There is a coffee break that we're doing today, and there is also this 101, right? So here you can book a time with one of us and get 30 minutes to really discuss in details which APIs you have to call. It can be myself or anyone. Essentially, what you want to do is you have your desktop plugin running on AutoCAD, the user login, and then you say you create your workstation on your desktop environment, and then you say publish. That will get that drawing sent to Forge, translate, and get that ready for viewing. But that runs beautifully. It's definitely possible. It's just which APIs you have to call. Instead of going through all the details here, I'll just to get some time. Jaime is here. I am here as well. So just select a name, and I see tomorrow. Today is the 26th, right? So yeah, you still can book some time today if you want. This is my local time.
Yeah. Okay. I will do that.
Great. Thank you. Because then we go details what we're looking for.
Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you. Where you are calling from?
I'm calling from Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. Okay.
And I've been using AutoCAD since 1991. So I'm older than you guys since AutoCAD 9. So
okay. So yeah, long
say,
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was asking because if Toronto is East Coast, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So João is available. Jaime, Michael, and I were based in San Francisco. Peterbros is Europe. So they're very good location for you time-wise.
Thank you.
Cool. I believe Dennis did something similar with 3D Max some time ago. So yeah, cool. Thank you. Let me keep moving. I have a lot of new people joining today. Any other topics? I was looking at the VR thing that Michael did. Where is it, Michael?
AR.
AR. What did I say? VR.
VR.
Oh.
Just call it XR. Everyone does.
XR.
So many R's.
So many R's. And MR I saw once, right? It's for everything.
Hey, did you say it was January 26th today?
Yes.
Yes.
January 26th is Australia Day.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
What is Australia Day?
Yeah, sorry.
It's a holiday.
Celebration of Australia.
I know, but what are you celebrating?
It's a holiday.
Australia.
It doesn't even matter anymore.
It's probably
like August.
independence from the Brits, right? That's got to be it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I think in India's celebrating Republic Day as well today, which is along the same lines. I think it must be.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I only remember August 1st for Swiss Day.
Swiss?
Right, exactly. You have to remember August 1st. Yeah.
Yes. I remember that one.
Okay, you remember that one.
Yeah.
I went to a Swiss high school, so it was a break for me.
Cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did know and I'd forgotten it.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's Australia Day, and you guys should all be watching the Australian Open tennis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's important.
Djokovic is not in, so I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say anything.
All right.
Who else has questions?
Yeah, I know that we have the Accelerator this week. So who's here is joining the Accelerator? What are you doing this week?
Well, actually, this AR thing came out of one of the Accelerator attendees.
Oh, really?
So,
Is this
if you guys are familiar with the company called Allied BIM, and one of the things they're doing is they're using AR to speed up the process of cutting piping, for example. And so that video you've got of the coffee mug, there's a similar video on the Accelerator channel with the piping system where they measure out a length of piping and then they cut it, but they can send that remotely to someone else to do the cutting. So it's kind of a quick way of doing stuff.
Cool. Yeah, thank you for the video, Michael. Very, very cool. Very nice. I
have to do a little quick plug though. So that's actually using Three.js latest with the USDZ exporter. And it's a really great showcase of the GLTF file format. So when we convert to GLTF, we don't need to convert it to USDZ. We can just use GLTF as this base format for viewing AR, VR on Android, and now using that same GLTF to view it on iPhone, iPad. So it's a nice way to have, one less conversion step. So and converting into USDZ is actually not non-trivial. As you can ask Peter Bros about that. That's non-trivial. But
yeah,
now
with
this Three.js USDZ exporter, it's really easy, and that's how this thing works.
Oh, yeah. So Petra does have the SVF to GLTF converter, right? But not USDZ.
Right, and so you don't need that now with this approach.
Cool. Great.
So that's it's a big shout out to the Three.js guys.
Great. Yeah. Thank you, Jaime. Michael. Sorry, I was thinking just because I forgot to ask Semenji, you are asking about the plugin, right? Do you know about the Accelerator program?
No, it's almost. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's almost a month that I have been learning on Forge for
Okay.
my businesses. So I'm a startup business, which I'm trying to compete with companies that they send furniture data on DVD and download. So I come up with a cloud base, and I've been working almost, maybe you might laugh, almost 6 years I have been struggling on working. Now it's already did it. I put the ARP application on the front end, and then Microsoft Azure. And I also build AR with my team.
Okay.
And I go through with a very specific solution. And one of the solution is a plugin, which I learned from Ken. And I still have some hiccup on that one. And when I learn Forge, I also want to add, because I want to beat this. There are only 2 companies who do this type of business, and I want to beat them. So I was working in the furniture industry for about 17 years. So I come up with a solution, but I'm also going to Nikon, the world's biggest exhibition, by bringing this solution. So
yeah, so I was just mentioning because this accelerator is like, it's a week-long hackathon, right? That you can really use to,
I register for each month's schedule, this coffee time. I found out, so that's how I come to the point.
Yeah. Well, so the coffee break is one thing, but the accelerator it's a different event, right? It's a week-long hackathon instead. So it's a different way to interact with us. And during that week, you have online support to help you with the Forge piece.
Yeah, I think I watched one of your YouTube, what you present for about 3 hours. But from that, I learn and come up with this type of solution, but I'm still learning on it and struggle on it. So
I think what Augusto's trying to say is that we have the resource for you. If you want to work together with us for a week, it's free of charge. Basically, you bring in your project that you are currently working on, and then you have access to the Forge Advocate resources. Kian, it's part of that accelerator as well from time to time. So any kind of questions, it's kind of like having Stack Overflow on demand during that week, basically. So you can have like a way to advance a little bit faster with the prototype of the project that you're building, interacting with us for that span of a week. So we have an upcoming one in February. Currently this week, we're actually running one. I do see a couple of people from the accelerator. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Whenever you have a chance to have a call, like a one-on-one with either one of us, we can give you some guidance, but at the same time also, if you want to get the project itself to a point where you can demo like a working solution and so on, I will say I do suggest the accelerator as a good way for you to get to know the team, get to know the resources, get to know how can you make this project itself like take a next step, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jaime. Great. So last 2 minutes in the, if me share again, but just right at the end. So last chance for any other questions. Otherwise, the next coffee break will be in 2 weeks, same link, same time. And yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone for joining. Very nice to see a lot of people here today, and hope you are enjoying the accelerator. And if not, see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, happy Australia Day, everyone.
Happy Australia Day.
Happy Koala Day,
Thank you.
Michael.
Thank you. Have a
See you guys.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.